I need to know why that just. Okay, we're live. Where did that?
Hello, baby. All right.
Go
I
ahead.
got the Bone Man here, hometown hero, identifying fires, saving the Davy house. Let's go, Bone Man. What do you got this week?
That's why y'all have to share my dad's video. Peace.
All right, I'll see you later. Love you, man. All right, y'all. You got to listen to the Bone Man. You got to share the video. We got a lot to talk about tonight, but more importantly, we got a fundraiser coming up. I think it's July 27th, Thursday. We're going to be talking about big announcement coming. We're going to talk about that. And June stats. Everybody's eager to know what's going on with the bodega, and it's a community-run organization, right? The community's got to know how many people are coming in and where all the supplies go and where all the stuff goes, right? Right, Greggy?
Oh yeah, and new stats too, and other stats with our volunteer rate, percentages of people volunteering, and how many slots we got filled, which is bonkers.
Yeah, I like that one. We'll do that one too. I wasn't gonna even do that one, but you're right. We should absolutely talk about that.
I'm here, I guess.
What's up, Sandy? What's up, JT? M in the building. Let's go.
Where do you see that? So hold on. Where do you see that?
In the comment section.
Ah, wow.
There says private chat, and then it says comments.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, real quick, in Sandy and JTM, you can see us on Facebook, right? If so, just comment.
Heather gave me the thumbs up. We're on Facebook, baby.
Wow, all right, very cool.
New platform, StreamYard. Lori's there, Heather's there. So you identified a new platform for us. We're going to go across many different social media platforms, and this is the way of the future for us, I guess, right?
That future. I thought this was going to be a big flop, to be honest with you. I think we both did.
Well, when you got me and you running things, typically there is a flop, but nah, this was smooth operating, baby.
Somehow, yeah, lots to talk about, man. Last week we missed 4th of July. Took a little break, Come back.
4th of July. Everyone's out celebrating, doing. What's up, Dave? What's up, Terry? Everyone's out doing the celebration, the birthday thing for the country, right? So no one's checking us out on a Tuesday. So let's skip a week, give everyone a break, a little hiatus. We come back, and we got a live of all lives tonight, baby.
If you're watching us on 4th of July, if we did a live, you got something. You got problems. You got problems.
Yeah. Might need to talk to you about your social connections.
Yes.
All right, man. So let's get the party started, man. So June, I know it's a little late. We're 11 days into June, so I know, or July, so I know it's a little late, but June was our busiest month as an organization thus far. And just we started asking for family size, a specific number of people in family sizes this past month or so, and we started inputting that in a different section of our pantry soft system, our system that you check in with, or that we utilize to check in. And that information has accumulated in more specific data, in that we know how many people are coming in, how many card swipes, but we also know specifically how many people are in that person's family. So we know card swipes, and we know an exact number of people that we have affected that month with the number of people served. So it is a big deal, and we are proud to say in the month of June, again, it was our busiest month. So as a community, we should be really, 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 really proud about what we accomplished. So in the month of June, 570 card swipes, right, affecting 1,300 people. 570 card swipes. 1,300 people. And again, we do things differently. These are people who are limited in which they can come in. So we know these are different people coming in. These aren't the same people coming back day after day, week after week, time after time. This is a different population of people. This is a different group of people. And as a community, I agree, Sandy, that's rather amazing. Over 1,300 people are fed, clothed, clean, and have the basic needs that they need to take that next step forward, or really just to kind of make ends meet. And that's because of us as a community and us as an agency, man. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like you said, just to add on, it's not just the card swipes coming in. It is the people living in the household, the children, the people staying with other people, family members, whatever that is. now we're getting a real number of exactly how many people the bodega is helping, which is, and yeah, Lori, I agree. It's sad, but it is, it does make us all feel a little bit more proud and a little bit more reflective of how everyone's donations affect everybody else and how important they are. That's a lot of people. I mean, and today, I was in the bodega today, and it's like we're low on laundry. Like we just had Earth Breeze give us like 3,000 packets of laundry detergent, 30 loads, right? So that's all gone. It's gone.
There's a lot of people coming in, man. It's a yeah, we should be proud, like Lori said. We all should be proud. But yeah, it doesn't give you an indication of the need and of the issue that's right here in our backyard, man. So yeah, be proud, come together. But like we always talk about, man, we still got work to do, right?
A lot of work to do.
A lot of work to do, but that's those stats are that's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. So
I was just sorry, I was listening to you kind of halfway. I should admit that, but did you talk about how many new people we had in June?
Oh no, I didn't. I knew people, right? So go ahead. Or was it 52?
52 new people. Again, we talk about it all the time. If you're a business, you're Scrooge McDuck diving off of a diving board into a pile of gold chips and coins. That's not. I mean, we probably should be really worried about that as a society and a community, that there were 50 new people signing up for the bodega, but the range and the impact that we have is pretty cool, that 52 new people signed up and without incident too.
Yeah, and don't tell me that your shares and all your likes and doesn't make a difference. And we asked and partnered with PSA, man, that's how people find out in 2023. That's how people find out about things. A lot of it's on social media and Google and websites and stuff like that, man. So continue to share and come together, man, and we get more people swiping and feeling good about themselves or feeling better about themselves and their situations, man. So yeah, 52 new card swipes. That's amazing.
It's ridiculous. And just a real quick, at 32nd, we had one woman come in last week. It was on Shelly's shift, and she came in, and it was her first time. And she, I get, like you always say, we want to normalize struggle. That's something I got from you and everyone got from you. But it's like she came in, she wanted the tour. She was a little kind of apprehensive, which is understandable. Yeah. And we gave her the tour. And at the end, we don't mention that everything is free because like we know, not everybody knows that everything is free. So at the end, she's like, so kind of like, is it like, are things like half price or things 3/4 of the price? And I'm like, everything's free. And her response was so like, it was actual shock. Like, I don't even know what to say. And Shelly got her card and she shopped and she walked out with 3 bags. She was completely respectful. And she's like, I can't believe this. Her husband works. She works. They both, employed, have 2 kids. That's your demographic right there. Right there. Hey
Bridget, how are you? That's remarkable. And I appreciate you sharing that story, man, because otherwise we wouldn't have known and I wouldn't have known that. So thank you. And I think that's really a testament to the bodega, people sharing, people liking and doing the little things that they can do in their power to get our message out there. And then of course the culture that our leaders create, the Shellys, the Terrys, the Leannes, the Betsy's, the Nicoles, the Greg, like all you guys, the Jills, all you guys, Dave Nelson, all you guys that lead a shift or are there on a consistent basis, man. You really should be proud of the number of people who feel comfortable shopping, man. And it really is awesome. And it's pretty cool, man. It really is,
I agree. And I know you don't like to hear it, but it starts from the top, starts with you and Heather. That's where leadership starts from. And we all kind of attitude reflect leadership. Captain.
Well, I was going to say, I think the stat that we have is, we operate 7 days a week nowadays. We're open 5 days, but on those other days we have pickups and we have people coming into bodega to stock and blah, blah, blah. So we are a 7-day run organization. This is going to tie into our big announcement. And this is going to tie into what I'm going to say next. But we are a 7-day run organization. So every day the bodega's got something going on. Despite what my man Michael Bibbs says, we are there every day. We are there every day and we are doing things. That's the guy who got mad at me because I didn't know he was coming in and I didn't have his clothes and his size and there wasn't enough food for him. And I
shouldn't be laughing about, but that is.
I should have been there on Friday stocking because I knew I should have known he was coming in and the delivery on Saturday should have been there earlier, all these things. and he can't come back, and he only has. I know, I heard it all. I heard it all. But hopefully he watches this video and he knows that we saw it. And I'm still waiting for his call to talk about his experience and his rather nasty post. But
It didn't have size. All right.
7 days a week run organization, man, and we're pretty proud of that. But that means we have a lot of moving parts nowadays, and we have a lot of people. And this stat might blow some of you away. It doesn't blow me away because of the people who are associated with the bodega and the support that we get. But including our pickups, including our shifts, including 4 people, including the leader, so 5 people total on each shift, the leader, then 4 volunteers, 80% of those opportunities to volunteer are filled. I'm gonna say that again. 80% of those days we have stuff going on. Thank you, Tara. Hey, Kelly. Me neither, Kelly. I can't stand it either. But yeah, 80% of our days and of the opportunities we have to volunteer are taken care of. That's amazing, man. That is really a reflection of our volunteers. It's a reflection of Craigie. It's a reflection of our leaders. It's a reflection of our mission. And it's a reflection of the culture that we've created. So pretty amazed about those stats. And I know we've kind of belabored them a little bit for the first 10 minutes here, but those stats are important, man. And it's a part of transparency. It's a part of you guys realizing and understanding that what we're doing is affecting a lot of people. How we come together is affecting a lot of people. A lot of people's lives are better because of all of us coming together, donating, doing events, all the things, man. So proud of that, man. And those are some pretty eye-opening stats, if you will, in a positive way.
When I saw that, I was like, I don't know. But then I looked, I was like, that's true. That's just straight from every volunteer signing up. And that's from people that's just people wanting to do it, just wanting to be there. I don't know. And I'll pat ourselves on the back, and I'll pat you and Heather on the back.
No.
I don't think that there's another volunteer organization that's coming up with an 80% return rate on their volunteers. And yeah.
I tend to agree with you, but I also, and this will lead into our big announcement, and I'm pretty proud of this announcement, and I'm hoping everybody is too. This announcement comes, I don't want to use the word uncomfortable because it's not uncomfortable because I'm really proud, but it is a feeling. It's a different kind of feeling because I never really thought that we would get here this quick. And I never really thought that we would be as busy or as functional as we are. I hope that makes sense. But because we are open 7 days, and because we do have all these moving parts and pickups at different stores and volunteers to run, and legal aspects now, and financial aspects now, and social media aspects now, and communication in the community, all these things. The complainers are the exceptions to norms. I have heard customers telling complainers they are wrong to do so. I love that. Thank you, Mary, for sharing. And I would agree with you. It's always the exception to the rule. I always agree with you. But because we are open 7 days a week, and because we do have all these moving parts, we as an organization have to be able to take that next step forward, right? Because we don't want to go away, right? We don't want this to be a flash in the pan. We don't want to be an organization that's run poorly, that's disorganized or chaotic in their approach, in their mission, or just, or in their functionality. So we don't want to operate like that. And in order to do that, and in order to function that way, at some point, you have to move away from being 100% volunteer based. You have to have a little bit more accountability, and you got to be able to hold people accountable and ultimately have a set of responsibilities that is done each and every week. And what I'm getting at, and I'm really proud to say, is because the bodega is so busy, because we get the support in the community that we do, because a lot of our events, not all of our events, but a lot of our events are successful. We have been able to move to this next step. And what is that next step? Very proud to announce that the bodega will have 1, if not 2, paid employees going forward, with the rest of the people being volunteers. And I'm very, very, very proud to say that the first person that will be employed by the bodega, or will be employed by the bodega, will be our very own Mr. Craig Kaluki. Congratulations, baby.
Much appreciated. I have no speech set up. I just, Yeah, it's been a road and a half. I never really expected it in the beginning, and I still have a passion for the bodega, obviously, and that's not going to go away. But I appreciate you and Heather and the rest of the board giving me the opportunity, and won't let you down.
I know that you won't, and I know, and everybody knows you as being a board member, and I think it's important to know that Craigie stepped down as a board member because he does take his role as he's the general manager of the bodega, and he does take that role and those responsibilities extremely seriously, and because he does take that extremely seriously, we as an internal team thought it would be best organizational wise and functionality wise, and I think Craig agreed that he just stepped down from the board and he just continued to be a part of the bodega. Of course, it's in his blood. He's never not be a part of the bodega, but just to make things a little bit easier and a little bit more functional and a little bit more organized, Craig steps down from the board as the bodega, but maintains his vital role in the operation. He's like the heartbeat of the bodega. He's the general manager. He's the person there at the bodega 1, 2, 3 days a week. He's the person responsible for pickups. He's responsible for volunteers. He got us on his social media platform. He's got us the pantry sauce system. I can go on and on and on about the things that he has done to earn his position at the bodega. And I'm very, very proud of him. And I'm very, very excited of what his role and his responsibilities look like going forward. So congratulations, my friend. And I'm excited for you, man. I really am.
I'm excited too. And again, thank the board. Not an easy decision. Not an easy decision, but
no, it's something I think that we all agreed that had to be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But anyway, I thank the board. I thank Leanne, Dawn. I love you and Heather to death, and I'm excited, and it's not going anywhere. It's a passion for me, and I like I said, I do it without getting paid, and I know we had that kind of discussion. I've had that discussion in my head over and over, but the fact that the bodega is willing to, I'll take it, and I'll even step up my game. So,
I know you will, man. And I'm proud of the position. I'm proud of our growth and development as an organization. But in order to maintain a level of professionalism and a level of organization that people are proud of and people want to donate to, we unfortunately, it's just very difficult for me with all the things I have going on to make that commitment as an employee. I can do the things, I can continue to do the things that I do, but because of our growth and development, it requires a paid position. And there's no other better person for the job right now. And, me and you talk routinely anyway, so we'll be meeting weekly. We'll go over everything. And it's just really we're just going to continue as things are. It's just a little bit more. I
think the bodega. I don't. Go ahead. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. But
you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
I think if it's not me, it's gonna be someone else. Like the bodega is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's snowballed into probably things that you and Heather and the rest of the board never thought this was gonna go. No. I don't mean that like to be like, oh, you guys couldn't do this. No.
I say it all the time. My 10-year plan was to get on Spring Street when I opened it, and then we did it in 2 or 3. Then it did 2 years, right? So things sped up. Things got sped up for us. Things accelerated for us a little bit. And I would love to maintain 100% volunteer-run organization, but the reality is, if we're going to continue serving the number of people that we're going to serve, we're going to need more. We're going to need more people to donate. We're going to need more partnerships in the community. We're going to need more volunteers, and that requires somebody to have a part-time position and dedicated to doing the things that we need to do to maintain how we operate and how we function. So I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of Heather. I'm proud of everybody that's associated and supported the bodega. I would really one day love to just throw a giant party for all of us so we could all just celebrate each other and what we've done as a community, like a giant carnival I'm talking about, but wishful thinking maybe one day. But the reality is these types of lives. I love a carnival. What do you want me to say?
I'm sorry. I've never heard someone say something like having a party in one throat.
I like carnivals. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm out. I quit. I quit my first day. I'm out.
So I'm out 2 weeks.
A carnival. What are you guys doing? Having a carnival. You want to come? We got donkeys, petting zoo.
Come celebrate the bodega. Piece of
Step
funnel.
right up. Step right up. Anyway, sorry, man. Shit.
Whatever. I like a good carnival.
I do. Who doesn't like a good carnival? You're not wrong.
Way. Proud of you, man. Congratulations.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Yeah. I know the only other thing I wanted to say was like, I think obviously the goal is to be here, for my entire life. But even if I wasn't, not saying that I wouldn't be, like the bodega is still going to need to grow. It's still going to need paid positions. There's going to be plenty of more paid positions coming up the more we grow. So we just need to have it. The fact that we're this big in a community of people that pay a lot of attention to us and donate a lot of stuff, and that we're open 7 days a week, these positions are going to come up.
Yeah, facts.
That's what it is.
Good. Yeah, better way of saying it, man. So thank you, and good for you. And last but not least, let's go, man. We got the Miners game the 27th. It's a Thursday. It's casino night. With your admission, you get chips to play real life casino games. Your kids can play. You can teach your kids how to be the degenerate early on. It's a great experience. I'm kidding. I kid. Also,
7 or 11, snake eyes. Yeah.
Let's go. So
Yeah,
not only do you get tickets to the Miners game, you get tickets to play these games. Your kids can come, and the more winning you do at these games, the more tickets you get to win prizes.
Heather just posted $35 to get in, 150 casino cash.
Wow, that's a lot.
Come
and
on.
then you play the games, and then if you win, you throw them in to win prizes like Tricky Tray tickets. So, and then if your ticket wins, so the more you win, the more games you play, the more opportunities you have to win. Is really how it goes. So it's a real fun night. And then of course you get the Miners game. Last year's game, I'm telling you, I'm a big Yankee fan. I watch a lot of games, and it was one of the best games all year was that Miner game. The atmosphere, you drinking your 17-foot mug of beer.
No. Not just me. Not just me. You. And we'll do it again. We'll do it again. We'll do it live.
The beer bat, Heather says, we'll do it, yeah. And then we'll watch the game. Our very own Dawn will be singing the national anthem. And if you haven't heard Dawn sing before, she'll bring a tear to your eye, maybe. Let's go.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, so it is it's going to be a good time. And last year's Miners game for the bodega, it was the Miners game all-time high in 50-50. $1,500 went out to the winner. It was a great night. The game was great. The weather was great. Everything it literally was. You could not ask for a better experience last year at the Miners game. So we're hoping to kind of replay that and do it over again. But in order to have that experience, you got to buy those tickets. So $35 gets you into the game, and it gets you $150 casino cash. You can buy more casino cash if you have an unlucky streak at the blackjack table. You can re-up, get more casino cash, try to win some prizes. I'm telling you, the prizes are off the hook. I'll tell you one thing about the bodega. When we run an event and there's prizes associated, you best believe that those prizes are going to be legit. And of course, these prizes are legit. Our very own Heather has been in charge of some of these gifts, so they're legit. And then the Miners themselves have gotten some gifts that's sponsored through the roof. So I'm telling you, it's going to be a great night. There's no reason why you wouldn't go. It's a summer night. There's no school. I think there's no fireworks. I don't think there is on Thursday night. But either way, it's a great fun night out on a Thursday night. It's going to be fun, and we're raising money, and we're doing our damn thing. So I don't know why you wouldn't go. The link has been posted. Oh, dollar beer night. Oh, yeah. All right. So who's playing beer pong or flip cup in the thing with us, Craigie?
I don't know, but when I heard about that, there is I don't know what year, but the Cubs had played. I don't know who they played, but they had 10-cent beer night, and the game ended in the 5th inning. Because people went crazy. I dollar beer night along with casino night and the bodega. You got to show up. You have to be there, if just to watch what is going to possibly happen. I don't know.
Oh, God, dollar beer night. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great night out, and I'm down for flip cup jelly. Hell yeah, let's go. And then
yeah,
I don't know.
DDs are important. Yeah. DD.
Oh yeah, gotta have a DD. Cannot be drinking, driving impaired. Gotta have a DD.
Yeah.
You're gonna put some alcohol in the old gut. You gotta have
Oh, crap. You gotta put some alcohol in the old gut.
All right, man. Should I just end it on a
zingers right there? This guy's got he had a couple of zingers today. I missed the lives. I missed laughing my ass off. God.
You just can't drop the tickets you get when you turn in your casino cash. I don't know what that means.
Oh, like the kids can't put the tickets in.
Oh yeah. Right.
So is that the same thing as like if Liana's behind me in Atlantic City and I'm like, hey, we got 17, soft 17. You want to hit or stand? And she's not at the table. I can just say, there you go. Maybe that's cool though. That's awesome that they can play.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. Either way, it'll be fun. It'll be organized. It'll be well run. The Skylands is in charge. The miners are in charge. So let's go, baby. I like it. And then I think we'll probably end on a very scary but positive kind of experience the old Davy clan here had over the weekend. First and foremost, man, up until I don't know, these last 6 months or so, I've had one experience with the volunteer fire department, right? And that experience was great, but lived a long time, never had any really dealings or association with them other than just, support them randomly here and there with some of the events, right? But nothing. As I've gotten older, as I've found the need for certain things, I've come to really appreciate and love and value the men and women that volunteer their time at each and every fire department in the community in every town. All I can say is that on Saturday, while I was out back weeding, our shed, that's neighbors the house, it caught on fire, and I did not know until my son Carter, which is why he opened the video and I called him a hero. He came outside to talk to me, and he asked me what was going on over the shed. And at that point, I looked over at the shed and I saw a lot of smoke, and so I ran over. And when I ran over, now I'm knowing what I know now, but I had opened the door. And if you know anything about fire, right, more oxygen, right, the hotter it goes. But I opened up the door thinking that I did not knowing what I was getting into and not knowing that, it was like a serious fire. So in my shed, I have a blower, weed whacker, all the things, gas cans, like most people would have in their shed around here that cut their lawn and landscape a little bit. So I have all that stuff in there. So after I realized that some stuff was on fire and it was really burning, I went and grabbed the hose, turned the hose on, realized quickly that wasn't working, and then ran back inside. I met Heather, who gave me the extinguisher because Carter had ran back inside to say that there was a fire. She gave me the extinguisher, tried the extinguisher. That didn't work. And then ironically, my FedEx driver, who's my boy from high school, Miguel, he came running down with an extinguisher. He just happened to be driving by, indoor delivering stuff. He came running down with an extinguisher, and we tried to put it out, and that was not working. And at that point, we heard things start to explode in there. And at that point, I yelled for Miguel to get the hell out of here. And then I ran in the house, got Heather and the kids, and we got out of the house. And at that point, I think Heather was on the phone with 911 already. Heather made a quick and smart decision to get into our cars because we had gotten the kids and the dog and Leroy to a safe area. Then we made a decision to move the cars, and as our shed was just engulfed. And the real scary part of it is we have propane tanks there. And what in the moment when I ran inside to get everybody out of the house, like I thought I had seconds or minutes. And I'm like, get out of the house. And we're like running. And I'm thinking it's like the movies, like there's just going to be this explosion and we're going to dive. And that's really not how it is. And they make these propane tanks to have a valve, a pressure release valve, so they don't explode. And thankfully, our tanks worked how they were designed to work, and they did not explode, and they released the propane like they were supposed to. And although it created a hell of a fire, there was no explosion and there was no serious damage done there. The Hampton Fire Department happened to have their yearly barbecue event that day. So a lot of the fellas and the men and women who volunteer were already at the fire station, which cut down on the response time. So I get that, and I say chills and I get shivers, man, because it's, it was an unfortunate event, but some of the things that were in our favor were just unbelievable. And then the response time, the Hampton Fire Department, Stillwater, Frieden, I think Lafayette, Frankfurt. I mean, the response of all the neighboring fire towns and fire departments came, and then the guys got together. They put the fire out. One of our friends, he was the first, Jay Garrigan, he was the first. He was at Dave Dolan's pool, another fireman. Both of them came. Jay's wife took the kids down to Dave to his house because they were having a party, and their daughter, blah blah blah. So the kids and everybody were safe thanks to the volunteers and the people who were responding. And then they went into action, man. They're amazing, man. They pretty much put themselves in danger to save my house. I mean, the shed and all the equipment were lost, but the house was in jeopardy. And without their response time being what it was, without their quick thinking, without Dave Corver going there and sticking his hand in there and shutting off the propane like a madman. Like, I could just go down the line of the people who risked themselves to stop the shed from burning and to stop our house from igniting. I'm just ever going to be indebted and grateful for them and for their response and for their courage and for their courage and their bravery. And, I gave most of them big hugs, and, I told them I don't ever want to see these guys ever again, man, because I've been in a lot of crises in my life. Just because of work or whatnot, just because of personal things. But I can say that being in a fire, man, is just uber scary, and things happen so quick, and the fire got so hot that it's just very humbling, and it's very helpless to sit there and to just watch. As the kids, and we got the cars out and the kids were out, and Heather's on the phone, and I'm just sitting there, and it's like, what do you do? And I'm like, it's nothing. I can't do anything. You're just watching your stuff go up in smoke. And then, I joke around, people joke around about it, but I'm not like a Bible thumping guy or anything like that, but I believe in God, and I believe in all that, and I have a faith. And you sit there and you start praying, and you're just please, please, please. And, I don't know what it is. And me and you, Craig, we have talked about this, but a lot of unfortunate things I've experienced a lot of unfortunate things, Heather and I, but by the grace of God, there has been a lot of positive things and a lot of positive outcomes of those negative things. So I am forever indebted to the men and the women at the volunteer fire departments for their service and for their response. I do believe that things worked in our favor, and it's the only reason why I'm doing a live tonight and I'm in my house, right? It's the only reason why even this part of the house even exists anymore. And it's because of them, and it's because of things worked in our favor. So very grateful for every single one of them. Very grateful for the response time. Very thankful that there's a lot of men and women out there that are a lot braver than I am and a lot smarter than I am and knew how to handle the situation and knew what to do. Because I certainly did not. I assure you this, man. It's not how it is in the movies, man. You get rolling, you get rocking, man. It's a different type of experience. And I'm just, very glad, and I'm very thankful that the people are involved in our lives, and that there are people out there who volunteer and risk their lives to save houses and to save things like us, man. And it was just a very humbling experience, and very thankful and grateful for everybody involved. And I'll never be able to repay everybody, but when we get back on our feet over here a little bit, we'll rest assured we'll be going to each and every fire department and doing what we do to try to do something to I don't know, just express our gratitude, really. So that's it, baby. And I'm going to end on a funny story, because I told you the story and I think it's fucking funny. Sorry, I can't swear. So everybody, and hopefully y'all think this is funny, because I think this is so funny. So I'm telling Jay's my buddy, right? Jay's my boy, and he comes here first, and he's in his truck. And this is that night. I'm sitting there and I'm having an adult beverage with him, and we're talking. And I was like, bro, when you got there, the first thing I thought was when you got out of the truck and you started putting your stuff on, I'm like, where's your water pack? I'm like, in my head, he was coming out of the truck and he was going to strap on his water pack and he was going to go down there and he was going to start spraying water on the son of a bitch and we were going to be good. So when I'm explaining this to him, he's like looking at me, he's like, water pack? What are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. I just thought that you guys have water packs that you can go out and start spraying stuff.
I don't know what a water pack we talked. I don't know what that is. And like how much water would put out a fire that is that hot? And that's just like
now it's on his back.
Like a super soaker? Like that? Like a super soaker with the back?
I don't know, dude. I was like later on in the night when I was like really processing my thoughts, man, I was rolling and just laughing. I'm like, what is he gonna do with 5 gallons of water as this thing engulfs like the whole thing?
You'd shock. It's just making things like hallucinating, like a water pack. Like it would be done in like a minute, and the fire would still be going. I don't know.
And then someone said, "What's he gonna do? Be pumping it like this?"
Sink, 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 sink. I got nothing left.
Guys, we're gonna need more water packs.
And they use 11,000 gallons of water. House maybe a 5-gallon water pack. It's like a gallon of spring water.
I'm dying, man, but I'm telling you, when you're watching your shit burn up, man, you start to just hope and pray for just about anything.
Anything. Make it up in your head. Anything. Yep. Yeah. I get it. I'm just glad y'all are safe. That's the sentiment I'm sure everyone has. And new shed. There's Heather. Hi, Heather.
Yes.
I was not going to come on because I didn't want to get emotional, but I feel like I don't know how many people are going to watch this. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has made an effort to help us through the last couple of days, and everybody, which we appreciate, who supports us and our volunteerism to help the working poor. Man, it is a humbling experience to watch dozens of people run into a fire for you for free. They do not get paid to do this. They left their families to come and save us and our home and our kids. And man, when you drive past them and they're standing there with their little bucket on the side of the road, donate.
Great point.
They do this for free.
But I'm telling y'all, man, if you would have said, I was outside and weeding when it all happened. They're telling me that a weed whacker started it. So, like, you just never know, man.
Furthermore, you need to have a fire plan with your family.
Amen.
You need to have a fire plan with your family. I am terrified of fire. So we do have a fire ladder upstairs and we do have fire extinguishers, and we did have a fire plan that we actually used perfectly, our plan, to get the kids out and the dog out. But what I have learned over the past couple of days is a lot of people do not have a fire plan. And I can say this, we were yelling and there was anxiety, but our kids knew the plan. We knew the plan. And that's one thing that when you are surrounded in chaos of a fire,
it is chaos, dude.
Your plan should not be chaotic. It should be simple and easy and quick and get the hell out of the house.
Yeah. And if you can, buy a water pack.
I don't know. We can't talk about the water pack anymore. That's gotta.
I will remember my thought of, where is his water pack, bro?
Water pack. It's something you use to like water plants. Like it's not. Oh.
And the Jess and Amy, who took care of our kids all day, and our dog, who both of their husbands were here fighting our fire next to our 250-gallon propane tanks. There's just a special place for firefighters and their families.
Yeah, man.
Sandy started a collection for us to try to help us.
Yeah, Sandy, but you are just gonna give you a big hug when I see you. But
and she stopped by today with Tricky Tray stuff. So she just is. I will also say, which our house caught on fire, our dwelling caught on fire on Saturday, and the bodega ran to a T on Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. Thankful for you, Craigie.
Yeah,
and our
baby.
Volunteers, because I can tell you this:
We weren't doing it.
Me and Ben have not been doing it. We have been dealing with meetings, contractors, and all this other stuff, and no part of us has had to worry about the bodega functioning well, because we just know that it is because of you, Craig, and the volunteers that you have next to you.
We have.
I appreciate that, Heather. I appreciate that. I did want to piggyback on something Heather said.
Pronouns.
I did want to piggyback on something Heather said. You don't like. I've never experienced what you guys did, but it is something. There is something to say when you do pass people with a boot out, and you're like, I'm good. Like, you just don't get that until it happens to you. But I think for both of you who are just normal people, and you're saying, hey, you need to support this because we went through it, so maybe you don't have to go through it. Have a fire plan, support the volunteer fire department. Like, just do it. Just do it. You have two normal people that went through a trauma, that had a fire, your friggin' house almost burned to the ground. Like, just do it. If you see them out, just do it. Just because it doesn't happen to us doesn't mean that you get to drive by them and not drop a couple quarters or a buck in or $5. Like, that's, I think there's
Saturday was so hot out to begin with, just the day. Like, it was such a hot day on Saturday. And they told us that fire got to 1,700 degrees, right? 1,700 degrees. Yeah. We have a 2-story house. 1,700 degrees. That's how hot it was down there. And those men were down there. And when with full all suits. This gear on in
the point is, like, you can't donate money. Donate a couple jugs of water.
I will say, our next door neighbor who was in jeopardy of losing his home, if those propane tanks blew, our next door neighbor's house was gone. That man walked over with 2 cases of water to give to the firemen.
Yeah.
Like, I just looked at him. I'm like, Dave. He's like, don't. I'm like, Dave, he's like, nope. They're gonna do it. It's gonna be good. And he's thinking about these guys and just hydrating them because what their bodies are going through. I mean, we have a 2-story home, and the top, as high as you can get on our house, the siding melted off of our house
from the shed.
That's a brutal picture.
That's how hot it was, and these guys were this close to it, like
in full gear and on a 90-degree day. Yeah, I agree, Mary. Every town needs to put them on their budget to a certain degree. We waste so much taxpayer money on such frivolous, nonsensical things, man. It would be kind of a great idea to support them, even just on a little bit type of basis. It is sorry that they have to beg. I agree, especially when you go through something and you need them. I'm telling you, man, it can change your life. It really will.
You never think you're going to need them until you do, and man, you pray that they're there.
Dude, I was sitting there. Please, God, get you. Please, God, get them. I heard that engine come around the corner. Man, I'd have hugged and kissed every single one of them.
1,700 degrees. I'm gonna cook like a pizza in the oven later, and I put my hand in the oven. It's like 350. I'm like, ooh, that's hot. Like, ooh, like I don't even like my hand being in the oven. I have to use an oven mitt. It's like 10 times the. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he said we have 2 propane tanks, and they say they would feed off each other. I don't really know. They know, right? The science behind it. But the one was engulfed and just leaking and on fire. And our friend Dave, I don't know if he's the bravest human I know, or he's nuts. I'm not sure, but they were talking about what to do, and he was just like, whack, and shut it off. Like, put his hand in there on a metal knob and shut it off. Like,
yeah, he's good. He's like, the only time I've ever done. He goes, the only time I've ever done that before is in training. I'm like,
that's a special type of human being.
Yeah, dude, better than me, that's for sure.
I'm not doing that. Nope.
No. I'm not cut like that, man. For real.
No.
All right, man. We're at 43 minutes. People are tuning us out anyway. All right, we're out. Great live, man. Good to see your face. Keep doing what you're doing. And I won't be at softball this Thursday, bro.
What's that?
I won't be at softball this Thursday.
See how he tells you on this live so you can't get mad at him?
Why would you say that?
We have insurance and crap to do tomorrow mornings. Then I have therapy appointments I have to make up Thursday, and on top of other stuff for cleanup.
I mean, I guess I'm not. How do I say this? I can't obviously get upset at you not being there.
It's one game and it's one day, 2 years.
I told him it's a doubleheader.
But I'm just saying, for me, I can't get upset for you not being there. that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Love you too, Patty, Sandy. Love y'all, Gabby. Appreciate y'all, Mary, Aaron, all of you guys on watching and writing and doing your damn thing. Appreciate you, everybody. So we're out of here, man. 45-minute live. Good night. Good night, Bridget. Good night, everybody. We'll see y'all next week.
Night, Craigie.
Stats are something real. Share this video so people can scroll and do their thing. Otherwise, see you, Ray. See you.
Real quick before we leave, I do want to say so. Maybe in the next couple of weeks. What?
Just ready to tag off. Oh, one more thing.
One more.
Okay, goodbye. That's it. I'm shutting it down. See ya. Hold that on Adam over here. Never mind. Okay. All right. No, I just wanted to see if anyone was on from YouTube, and then to let everyone know, hopefully in the next coming couple of weeks or a month. I hate your smirk. That will be on. This is it. This is the worst. We'll be on possibly LinkedIn and also Instagram. That's it. Goodbye.
I'm out.
We're down to 21 followers now. All right, I'm shutting it down.
Shut her down, Mike.
All right, see ya. Shut it down, Mike. I'm out.
I'm out.
All right, bye. See you, everybody.